Well, fine. Good evening, everyone. This is Patricia, and I am traveling for history. I'm in Addison, Vermont, which, as you may have guessed, is in Addison County. And the building in question I'm going to talk about is this one right here in front of us. This started life as the Addison Town Hall. And let me zoom in for you, where it does say that. Ta-da! It was built in 1872 and has had several purposes over time. It has served certainly as a town hall, and it has housed town offices. It served as a school and even a grange hall. There was a later addition on the second floor of a stage and some partitions on the first floor as well. The school, well, it stopped being a school in the 1950s, but these windows we see on the side here really scream schoolhouse. They were a 1930s addition to the building because of state law. And we can see, well, we can see that it needs a paint job. It's in desperate need of a paint job, at least. We're going to do a walk around of this building to get a better idea of what other things it likely needs. Let me just zoom in so you can see the lack of a paint job. The boards are very weathered up here on the top. I should point out that it is on directly on Route 22A, which is this cross street here, and Route 17, which is this road here. So it's in the dead center of the town. Now, I did read online that since, I think, 2016, it's been used as storage for both the Historical Society and even the church next door, which is going to be a different video. It looks like the Italianate. It looks like it was built in the Italianate style. You can see those bold, beautiful brackets along the roof line on both sides here. Imagine on the other two sides as well. And who doesn't love that kind of look? I know, right? It also has these prominent lintels above the windows, which is quite lovely. But now let's take a walk around the building and see what we can see about it. See what kind of disrepair it's in. I did read that the foundation and the building are coming apart from one another. That is a terrible thing. I can't think of anything good about that. Can you? No. I'll answer that. Short answer is heck no. Let's see if we can, I mean, I can see inside from here. And let's see if I can, that's the inside of what had been the school portion of this building. If you look at the roof, I don't know if you can see that. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. So the roof is not, apparently on this side, it doesn't look like it has failed yet, which is huge. All right, now across the street. This is not on the, I don't think this is on the National Register of Historic Places. Not that it matters because there are no protections in place for buildings on the National Register. I don't think I can show it here, but let's see. On this side, it has a women's room. Or at least it says women. So my presumption is a women's room. Oh, I see some broken windows. Oh yeah. Broken window here, broken window there. So we can see it right there. And again, right here in that corner. If you want to see my photographs, Instagram and Facebook, Traveling for History, 1L and Traveling. And let me see. I'm also on Twitter, Traveling for High 1, Traveling for HI numeral 1. I don't think I can reach even to show you, but it looks like they have some renderings on a board in here. Let's see. Like architectural renderings. We can see how sad this is. I mean, it's got alligatoring right here. It's got, it's down to the wood underneath. More of those beautiful windows, which if I saw windows like this on a building, I would think schoolhouse. So that's something to think about. Has transom windows above each of these here. Looks like the windows are windows that are open, and then transom windows as well. And that one appears slightly open at the top here. See if I can show that to you. What I've used for information is a blog on WordPress called Preservation in Pink. Outstanding blog. Written by an historic preservationist who just loves old buildings. Imagine that. Loves old buildings. Kind of the point, isn't it? If you are going to be a preservationist, you probably need to like old buildings. And her blog is really wonderful. I highly recommend it. I'm trying to get back far enough to get this entire thing in a picture, this entire building thing indeed, into the photograph. And we can see more bracketing up at the roof line here, right? And more of those prominent lintels. Still can't quite get the whole picture, whole building in the picture. Well, there we go. I think I finally got it. Holy cow. And let's come around this side too. She talks a lot in this article about rural preservation, and you know, rural towns do not have the kind of money that a more urban one does. It just stands to reason. Has a stairwell on this side of the building. I kind of feel like I'm walking in a graveyard, to be honest. This land is it undulates, and it's very trip hazardish. We see this tree growing right in front of this fire escape here. All right, so we have more of the brackets on this side and those beautiful lintels as well. I see another broken window. Oh yeah, broken window. And this interesting side door, which looked like it may have had a hood at one time. These two triangular pieces here. A hood is a covering over a door, which, but my understand. I know that I have people with some very prestigious backgrounds who watch my channel, historic preservationists, and kudos to you for doing that work. But to make sure that everyone understands the words I'm using, I do like to define them as I go along. So there's that. Broken window right here. I think you can see it pretty well, but let's zoom in. Ooh, birds. Birds are roosting. I see nests in these here. I can't think of the word off the top of my head. And then down here we have a very rusty oil tank, I'm guessing. Well, you see a clapboard is broken on this building too. I mean, the least of its worries, to be honest. Oh, some of the foundation is breaking away. That's not a good thing. Anyway, with rural preservation, the pockets aren't as deep. There are certainly a few farms still here. I mean, right now I can smell the smell of cow manure. So I know that at the end product of cow manure is probably something tasty to eat. But, you know, if they're not careful, these trees are going to get under the foundation. Well, they likely are under the foundation. They're going to get under the foundation and damage it. You know, you have to be on top of this. And let me come around to the front. There's the front door, transom window, and 1872 is not the address, it's the year it was built. And then we can see the sign again, and we can see where it says Grange Hall, 316, first and third Fridays. Beautiful lintels again, and brackets up here. Imagine there's a bell up there at the very top where the louvers are, but I can't see inside any what's in there. We can also see there is a stairway. You can see inside the window here. Sure, if you were willing to climb that, you'd be able to see the stage addition on the second floor. Really wide entrance. That's fantastic. Stairway. I like that. So it'd be really awful if they lost what had been their town hall. But if Addison, the people in Addison don't do something to save this building, they're not going to have it. And that's a real shame. And for the record, no, I don't have the deep pockets to help with something like that. Anyway, so glad you came with me today. This is Patricia, and I'm traveling for history. So if you like my content, please subscribe. 182 and growing each day. Appreciate that. So join the crowd. Plenty of room. Save you a seat. Until I see you again, you have a great evening. Thanks for watching.